I think we know now that it doesn't work when you just deploy laptops into a classroom and expect students to learn for themselves and teachers to be enthusiastic about the change. 10 years ago, there was lots of that happening, quite naive, optimistic, technology-led interventions which hoped if you just give technology, then good will occur. And I think that was quite an expensive experiment, and lots of money was ultimately wasted in just deploying hardware into classrooms. And the sector has definitely moved on since then in a very good way. So now there is far more focus, and needs to be more focus, on starting with problems, starting with educational problems that need to be solved, rather than starting with the assumption that technology will be the solution in and of itself. So I think we've moved in a very positive direction on that, towards a problem-based approach. Also a recognition that every context is different. There will not be one technology-led solution which solves the learning crisis. Lots of people are still advocating for that, but I think what we've learned is that in order for something to be relevant and transformative, it needs to be based in the specific challenges, constraints and opportunities that are faced in the locality where the intervention is taking place. There's a whole range of issues which come to mind immediately when you start to think about this. I think firstly the issue of teachers. It's not enough to give teachers technology and assume they will use it. So teacher training is vital. We've known that for years, but what we know now is it's the specific nature of the teacher training that really makes a difference. If you want to embed technology within the rhythms of a classroom, then you need the teacher not just to be trained in basic digital literacy, but actually to undergo quite a complicated process of how they can change what they've been taught in teacher training college and actually start to embed technology within their day-to-day practice. And that's not an easy thing to do, and it requires both focus on pre-service training when teachers are starting at the beginning of their career, to make sure that national colleges of education are starting to talk about technology in the way they're training teachers at the outset. But then also, and more significantly, ensuring that ongoing professional development for teachers doesn't just happen 2 days a year in a conference centre, but is embedded into the school environment. So we really strongly advocate for teacher training in service, which is classroom based and has ongoing mentoring for teachers. Because it's quite intimidating to be told that you need to start using a computer in your classroom. And the way to actually take teachers with you on that change process is to be with them in their environment on a day-by-day basis, and then enable them to train others, rather than extracting them and bombarding them with information and hoping they get on with it.